2 questions for you today, so stick with me. This is question number 1. I talk about how important breathing is, and if we don't unlock and understand the connection to respiration and get that diaphragm under control, we are going to fall short of our goals. So I was thinking, what about if I did a virtual online workshop that was live? We would do some education. There would be some real actionable techniques that you would learn to put into place, specific to where you might be blocked in your breathing pattern and how to work on that, which would obviously just be such a long form way of introducing a lot of that stuff that 90 seconds and swipe videos on Instagram doesn't really allow for that content to come through. And then there would be some live Q&A that you could do with me too. So if I did something like that, would you do it? The second one was regarding this question I got in my DMs, and I'm curious if you'd like to see any more of like that part of the personal journey. It's really weird that like I can easily talk about my prolapse and incontinence, but when it gets to this topic, I feel weirdly vulnerable. I'm not sure why. So for me, every time I've tried to go to share something like that, then I'm like, no. And I just hide behind educational tips and content. And I realize that. But also that my personal journey has like fueled me to be here and why I feel so passionate about all of these things. So I literally have a video in my drafts that I've had for months that every time I like think about it, I'm like, no, I can't share that. And it kind of talks about like how did I go from 20 pounds overweight and weak to like where I am. And, a lot of it is just that idea of consistency. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think. I feel like I'm rambling now. So while I'm at it, why don't I just put a question box here, but it'll be like suggestions of things that you would like to see specific to content ideas, or maybe if there's stuff that you would like seeing in stories or versus a feed post or stuff like that. Let me know. I know I get so many ones about my food and I'm just the worst about sharing those things. Oh, and I will do the overnight oat recipe. I ran out of like 2 of my ingredients, so when I get those back, then I will do that probably next week. Some of my Thrive Market order, lots of kitchen staples like bone broth and oils. The kids love these, right, Rose?